Another Habitat home dedication here in Largo. No better way to start your week than seeing a family receive the keys to their home that they've worked so hard to achieve. So we are just so excited that all of you are with us today. We are extremely excited for Michelle and her kids. This is a big day for you guys. You've worked extremely hard to get to today, and so we could not be more proud of you. So we have a few folks that are here today that we want to introduce and have come up and say a few words. So I think we're going to start with the Sheriff's Office. And Sergeant McLeod is with us, and he's here to bring greetings on behalf of the Sheriff's Department.
Good morning. On behalf of Sheriff Brad Volunteers and the entire Mountain Sheriff's Office, we would like to welcome you to your brand new home. Congratulations, y'all go down, and you guys enjoy it.
Thank you, Sergeant McLeod. So Eric and Josiah, you guys are going to have your hands full of stuff here in a minute. So just, what's that? Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I mess that up? Oh, your oldest isn't here. Oh, okay. So there's Eric, who's not here, Josiah, and Sincere. Okay. Sorry for messing that up. It's Monday. It's Monday. I get a pass, right? All right. So I also want to introduce Carol Dunn. Carol is on our Homeowner Services Committee. She's been a volunteer with Habitat for 20 plus years and works on our construction team during the week. But she also helps shepherd families through our program. So Carol's here to present you with your Bible. So Carol.
Good morning. You probably know that Habitat is not a religious organization and has no religious requirements, but it is rooted in religion. Its founders believed that it was the instruction of God that people should have decent housing, and the way they set it up was to corral volunteers to do as much of the work as possible. And that's the principle we still work on, volunteers. And one of these days, when COVID has receded into our unwanted past, there will be lots and lots of volunteers back on site again. That's been very difficult for those of us who like to volunteer, to sit and not know what's going on. Michelle, for whom I am a support partner, has been wonderful by staying in touch with me and keeping me posted so I knew what was going on. And that was, since I couldn't be on the job site, that was very comforting. I really appreciated it. The Bible that we present, many of you have already signed. If you have not yet signed it, look for it after the dedication so you can put your name in here and wish Michelle God's blessing on everything she and her family do. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Carol. We have a newer partnership with the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce and the Holiday Sharing Fund. And here representing them is Doug Beavis. He's a former mayor of Oldsmar, and he's here to present a couple gifts to the kids. So, Doug, come on up. Happy Monday, right? Yeah.
Well, the Holiday Sharing Fund started about 10 years ago where we gave away bikes to kids in Safety Harbor and kids in Oldsmar. And earlier in 2020, we decided that we wanted to do a little bit more. I reached out to Mike Sutton and Habitat for Humanity, and we're now providing bikes to all the Habitat kids, the younger kids at Habitat. And so with that, here's your helmet, and we have 2 bikes for you. Is that okay? Would you like a bike? Congratulations, Mom, on your new home. That's awesome. So thank you, Mike, and Jason Nastasi is here from our board as well.
Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Jason. It's always a nice surprise, I think, for the kids when they receive the keys to their new bike, right? All right. We are in the Dansville community, and we are very fortunate that through the support of Pinellas County, we have been able to develop more than 30 homes here, with another probably 25 to 30 to go. There's a couple more homes going down here on 126. We have 8 homes on the backside here that will be going in very shortly. And we couldn't do that without the amazing continued support of the county. In addition, it takes the community here willing to partner with Habitat. And the Friends of Ridgecrest is an organization of citizens within the Ridgecrest community and the Gainesville community. And Wanda is here to represent them today. And Wanda is here to welcome you to the most amazing. Oh. Wanda, come on up. In case you didn't hear, this is the greatest community in Pinellas County. And remember what Wanda said. If you have any questions, you go to her. So if the door is hung wrong, or you call her, you don't call Habitat, okay? Wanda, thank you. And Tiffany, thank you for being here. Tiffany Brown is a Habitat homeowner as well. She runs the Young Life Center here, as Wanda mentioned, and it's always good to see you, Tiffany. Thank you for being here. All right. Let me also introduce former mayor of the city of Clearwater, George Treticos. Him and his wife Carolyn are here, and George knows Michelle very well, and he's here to bring greetings as well.
Well, Mike, thank you very much. Mike gave me 5 minutes, and I think I'm going to take my 5 minutes because there are a lot of special things about this community and this family. So let me talk about the community first, because Wanda, I don't know whether you were here when we had the tornado that came through a couple of years, a couple of decades ago now. I was working with Congressman Young at the time, and we came here after that, and after yesterday's rain, I was afraid of what we were going to find. But this community has come back. It's like the phoenix that has been burned and come back out of the fire. And it is so exciting for us as a community to see the progress that has been made. And I want to thank the county and the sheriff's office and everybody who's been responsible for working with Habitat to bring new life to the area. And Michelle, I saw Michelle on Friday, okay, and she told me to take my clothes off. Now, you're probably wondering why she would say that. Well, she's my doctor's physician's assistant. And we have known each other for a long time. My wife, Carolyn, doesn't like shots. But Michelle takes care of that, I mean, she is just a great person. And guys, you've got a great role model. And so we're excited for you folks also. But Michelle and boys, you have to understand what Habitat is all about and what it means to be able to have a hope and a dream come to life. And that's what Habitat has done. And they have partnered together to make this possible for you guys, to give you new hope and new life. And you've got to promise us that not only are you going to take care of the house, but you're going to do well in school, because that is so important. And you're going to remember one thing, above all else, to give thanks for everything that comes your way. And with that, they've got the wrong person giving them the hammer. Because I'm Tim on home improvement. My wife Carolyn is Al. So we've got, this hammer represents not only the building of the house, but the building of new opportunities for you. And so on behalf of Habitat for Humanity, all the partners, I'm going to give y'all the hammer. Just be careful who you beat up with it, okay? Make sure you hit the nail right on the head, okay? Congratulations.
All right, so as George mentioned, it really does take a community coming together to make a Habitat home a reality. And here, again, we're blessed with the City of Largo's support. Council member Eric Gerard is with us. Thank you, Eric, for being with us today on behalf of the City of Largo. It takes the county and their support. The commission has been phenomenal with Habitat over the years and has made all this property available to us to build out here in Dansville. It takes the sheriff's office, it takes hundreds and thousands of volunteer hours, and it takes a willing homeowner partner. And so Michelle has completed over 350 sweat equity hours. She's also completed over 20 homebuyer education classes, and now she will receive the keys to this brand new home that she will pay a zero interest mortgage on for the next 30 years. So I want to introduce the sponsors on this home, and Jeff and Brandy are here to present the keys to you. And they have been amazing friends of Habitat, and we're just so fortunate for their support. Jeff and Brandy Fishman have supported Habitat on a number of other builds, two of which have been for USF grads. They also own the title company that Habitat partners with on every home closing. And since we've been partnering with them for the last couple of years, Jeff has found a way for us to save about $30,000 annually on our home closing. And we couldn't do that without their support. Jeff also supports our golf tournament every year. They attend our gala. I would say they're all in with Habitat. And most recently, they made a very generous 5-year commitment to Habitat. And it still works. So they made a very generous commitment to Habitat just recently for the next 5 years, which will see them build a Habitat home with us each year over the next 5 years, and we couldn't thank them enough for that support. And they put up the funds on this house. So Michelle, it's my pleasure to introduce Jeff and Brandy Fishman. I know Jeff is never short on words, so come on up, Jeff.
Thank you. Michelle, Messiah, Sincere, it is a privilege and an honor to be part of this. We could not be prouder of the work that you've done to put in and continue giving back to the neighborhood and the the beautiful thing about Habitat housing is it provides safety, security, and stability. So with your new life and the continuation of your journey, It is our privilege to present you with you.
Jeff and Brandy, thank you all so much. We can't thank you enough for your continued support. And we know that with your help, this family has started a new chapter and is laying their foundation here in the Dansville community. Michelle, congratulations. You've set an amazing example for your children. And now, would you like to say a few words? I know the answer is no, but you're going to anyway, right? So here you go.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank God, because without Him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my sponsors, the Summit Christmas, for sponsoring my goal, if I'm in a home and my, I just want to thank Habitat and everyone who has supported me through this process and this journey. I thank everyone. Thank you. Sorry.
I know it's an overwhelming day for you, but again, we couldn't be more happy for you and the boys. Just a few short months ago, we were out here with Jeff to visit this site, and if you remember, it was dirt and concrete, right? There's a big backyard waiting for the boys. We know they're going to spend a lot of time back there. We're going to open your doors here in a few moments, and there's a number of gifts inside on behalf of some of our partners. We have a new partner, Feeding Tampa Bay, and they have fully stocked their pantry and refrigerator. So you got food, and actually you can just fire up the oven. We can all stay for some late breakfast here, but we're just so excited for you. This is a huge day for you. So what we're going to do now in traditional Habitat fashion is to bless the house. I'm actually going to put Mayor Kritikos on the spot and ask him to say a blessing over your home. And so we're going to invite everybody to come up and find a place to lay your hand on the house. And then we'll say a blessing and have Michelle open the door for the first time.
Holy God, holy mighty, holy immortal. O Lord our God, the psalmist writes that unless the Lord builds the house, the workers work in vain. We give thanks to you for Habitat for Humanity, the family that is about to walk through these doors for the first time. We ask and pray that you keep them always under the shadow of your wings, and that you bless those who come and go through these doors, now and forever, and unto the ages of ages. Amen.